In August of 2012, the actor Cole Sprouse made his first post on his account, Camera Duels. At the image center is a slightly fuzzy view of a girl in a striped hoodie holding a camera phone. She's caught in the act of taking a photo. Her eyes are captured mid-blink, holding her in a permanent half state. The photo is captioned,
#CameraDuels, #Thunder's Rage, #Sickening Giggles, #Vengeance. Took this picture just before she locked eyes with me and realized that I had captured her soul within my lens.
As a result, the star, well known for his role as Cody in the Disney show The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, challenges the traditional paparazzi action. By placing the photographer at the center of his image, he performs a role reversal. Since the first post, his account has gained a lot of traction. Nearly 5.3 million followers are tied to the currently 57 posts that are, quote,
dedicated to the people out there who secretly take photos of me and how I take photos of them first. May the fastest camera win.
As the biography of Camera Duels describes. I was drawn to his account initially for the witty comments calling out unsuspecting individuals whose camera angle tactics get progressively more and more wild and creative. The more you look at any individual post, the sillier the account becomes. Sprouse flips the expected subject, that of a celebrity, so that regular people are exposed, caught in the act. Any attempt to be secret is shattered. Not only do his images call out the action of the subject, but the captions further operate to shame the individual. Throughout his account, there is conflict of Sprouse versus the camera-wielding public. Now, with near everyone having access to cameras these days, Camera Duels presents a troubling question. What is authority over image in the age of technological reproduction? Sprouse's account suggests that there must be some line of appropriate behavior when it comes to taking photos. His posts shame both the behavior and the culture of snapping photos of celebrities. The humiliation tactics extend beyond the image, using offensive language in his captions such as
poor liar, hipster New York shit, infantile audience.
Sprouse frames a conflict between himself and a, quote, other. Walter Benjamin highlights this concept of self and other as it relates to new technologies such as photography. Authorities are able to frame a, quote, other at the speed of a camera shutter. And with the growing prominence of camera phones, this authority has extended to the public sphere. Now more people are given the position of, quote, authority. Benjamin acknowledges an expansion of authority that is possible through technology. As technology expands, the distinction between author and public is blurred. Suddenly, everyone is subject. The camera broadens the possibilities of who may be both in front of or behind the camera. Sprouse destabilizes this modern-day premise that camera gives permission by flipping the camera on the very individuals who are trying to sneak a picture. Where the random people seem to feel shy about taking a photo, Sprouse has no shame by taking full images of them, which further establishes a conflict of self and other. While looking at this account, I thought back to Glissant's desire to redefine the notion of totality as beyond the self and other. The philosopher envisions a more Caribbean understanding, where there is a more circular movement between center and peripheries. This allows for an altered understanding of totality that extends past the self-other dichotomy. Although at first glance, Sprouse seems to work within the dichotomy to shame the other, perhaps he is working in the air of Glissant. These are ordinary people that typically would not have the same influence as a celebrity such as Cole Sprouse. I surely do not have 5 million people following my social media life, yet these regular humans are placed on full display. Is this a desperate attempt to bring the, quote, other into the center, if that center is defined by celebrity? In this way, Sprouse may be attempting to reframe totality in the nature of Glissant. A struggle is eminent throughout the account. The name Camera Duels is aggressive in itself. It suggests that artistic space has become a battleground, an arena for whoever can shoot first. Yet this is a competition that is only feasible in the technological age where the speed to counter back and forth is possible. You cannot imagine the same sort of contest with a medium such as painting. Furthermore, the duel implies a separation of winner and loser. But is Sprouse the victim, or is the shame beyond the image making the regular person the victim? His images and captions make it feel like the exposed person is the loser. His Instagram has become a way of synthesizing a battleground. The conflict of victimhood is projected onto the public sphere. Now all 5.3 million followers get to be the judges of this competition. But there is a sense of irony because Sprouse is creating an account that is popular because of his status, and yet the whole point of the account is to critique his own fame. How do we judge this conflict of identity? Through the lens of Glissant, we can imagine camera duels as a mythology of place that serves to establish identity by using image, caption, and shame to legitimate a right to territory. In this case, the territory is both physical and virtual. Sprouse's posts posit a desire for privacy in the real world while simultaneously expanding his online territory. Some of his captions claim that, quote,
"More people attempt to invade my sacred space,"
unquote, and yet the very medium in which he shares this sentiment facilitates this invasion. Can there really be a sacred space in the age of camera phones and Instagram? This juxtaposition of privacy and publicity aids in the construction of his celebrity. As my deep dive into camera duels comes to a close, I cannot help but wonder if perhaps the need to post images are themselves a modern errantry. Each of us on the search for freedom within particular surroundings, met by our endlessly scrolling fingers.
This is Anthony Valentino doing a test take for Cole Sprouse. Someone gonna say action?
Action.
Ac-
Action.
Thank you. Yeah, I am Cole Sprouse. I was on that show on TV, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and I really appreciate the work I did on that show. I feel like it really reached a great audience. I feel like I've really impacted American culture to a point where it can never go back. And people are saying, "Oh my God, the Avengers are they're really impacting the children of this generation." And Thanos, like what a guy to really embody the 21st century. But then I'm just like, guys, did you not see The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? And that spin-off series, The Sweet Life on Deck? I'm just like, I was the Thanos of my generation. And people don't appreciate that. And I'm just like, that's like people not appreciating the philosophy of art. That's how I feel when people don't appreciate me in my role as Zach or Cody on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It's ridiculous.